slept on a canopy in there for 20 years. I'm looking for bats and I'm not seeing them. I noticed last weekend we had more, and this weekend there's less. That's a good thing to start to leave because it's getting warmer outside. I know this morning wasn't too warm, so sometimes I'll come back in quickly just for like a day, just for shelter, and then I'll go back out. Now during the summer, you're probably not going to see any bats. Whenever I'm here in the summer, like pretty much every day I'm here, I don't see any bats. Unless you are the very first door, then they might be in here from last night. You'll see them start to leave. But besides that, they will stay out of the cave almost all the time in the summer. So you asked me about where the water reached the ceiling. It was right here. You can see the tips are broken off because that's how high the water got. And there's the bat again right over here. See him? Digits, sometimes like 9 beats per minute. That's really, really slow. A lot of times you'll think they're dead because they hardly breathe because that's how slowly they're using their body fat. And that's the key there. They just need to conserve their fat so that they can stretch it out all over the winter. 2 days of them flying around on like a normal day, just chasing insects, that uses 79 days worth of fat reserve. So it shows you just how efficient it is when they go into hibernation. Anyways, like I was saying, they latch onto the ceiling really tightly. Whenever they get close to leaving the cave, you'll notice they start to droop because they relax a lot. Sometimes they'll fall right off the ceiling. They'll catch themselves and they'll fly right back up. This is a pretty dangerous area for bats though, because if they land in the water, they have a really hard time getting back out. I know some people have pools, and if you have a pool, you might actually have a few of them land in there and they'll drown. So you know what I'm talking about. When they get in the water, those wings get wet and really hard to get back out. On the left side, just be really careful there. Yeah, that was bad. Duck. I'm going to turn on the light so we can see the next room here. There we go. These ones are called draperies. They kind of hang off the wall there straight down. So if you want to have like further categories for the stalactites, if you want to get lazy, everything like a stalactite and a stalagmite, those are all collectively known as speleothems. So if you forget what it's called, just call it a speleothem. It's called a speleogent if it formed from the erosion of the water. Those caves definitely not open for tours because they don't want to kill the people going through. But yeah, you can see some holes right up here. Those are speleogens. And this room is called the cathedral room. They call it the cathedral room because of all those high arcs towards the ceiling. So surprisingly, we've actually had 2 weddings in the boats in this room, right in the cave. Yeah.
That's cool.
Can you imagine the invitation? It'd be like, bring a jacket.
Yeah.
Statue of Liberty now looks like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. That was before they cleared out the tunnel at the other end of the cave, so the wind was going one way instead of 2 ways. You can see the elephant right up there. It's pretty far out. There's his big flappy ear, there's his trunk, and there's his leg on the right. So once again, there's the elephant, his head and his leg. He's been down here so long, he's developed a cool, he has a drippy trunk. So if you get anything on you, remember it's not water. It's not in there right now. A couple weeks ago, it was in there, and it was a lot bigger than what I would expect. Pretty big. What? Oh, there was just his nest back there. Yeah. So the beaver's not in here now, but like 3 weeks ago I saw him playing in the nest.
Vô trong này mới lạnh nè.
So you can see he starts to pick up here, that's why I have to slow down. They stopped using it in about 42, because that's when they had the option for standard electricity, because that's when it finally got to this. Notice I'm not putting my leg directly on him. I don't want to wake him up. He's not going to bother us. It's just I don't want to wake him up. You probably know it's actually very flammable. It's a good fire starter, and it burns really quickly, really bright. So, people proposed right underneath it. Yeah. It was actually during a course. Imagine if she said no. That would have been pretty weird. Awkward for everybody on the boat. Oh man, it just turned the lights on. I was going to ask you if you guys want to see how dark it is.
Yes.
We can still kind of see it, but they have the lights on now. It stays pretty constant most of the time. Just watch your hands on the right, you guys left. And keep some of the water from flowing out.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when it floods, you can open the floodgates, it's not going to drain out as fast as you need it to. Hurricane Agnes in 1972, the water actually reached the ceiling in certain parts of the cave. So, there's a part later on I'll show you where the water actually reached the ceiling. It didn't get to the ceiling in this room because that's 55 feet high, so that would be pretty crazy. Back at the staircase during that storm, it was to the 10th step. So we had to close, couldn't do tours. You'd have to use a submarine at that point because you couldn't get through. And then this water drains into Penns Creek and it goes into the Susquehanna River. So there's a lot of flooding in that area. Really long time, just that much. So when you think about it, that's your whole lifetime. Actually more than just your lifetime for a single inch. It's dripping a lot today because we had, like I said earlier, we had a lot of rain. When we don't have a lot of rain, like if there's a drought or if it's just a really, so no matter what day. So do you guys know how these formations grow? You have these resulting formations, they start to crystallize, and that's actually from the calcium carbonate. We'll get to that though. As we go through the cave, you might get dripped on. If you get dripped on, those are called cave kisses. They're considered to be good luck. So there's a lot of luck all throughout the cave. Now as we go through, you'll see plenty of these, like these ones above us. These ones are called stalactites. Stalactites hang tight to the ceiling.